One weekend, my friend Emma's parents went away, and she was home alone. She finished dinner, watched TV, and went to bed. Lying with her back to the closet, she heard the door creak open. Without turning, she pretended to sleep. A figure emerged, walked around her bed, and gently stroked her hair. Panicked, she stayed still until it left. She called the police immediately. They discovered the intruder was living in the woods near her house and had been entering through an unsecured cat flap. Worse, he'd set up cameras and had photos of her sleeping. That night changed how safe she felt in her own home forever. The roommate under the bed. I was jolted awake at 3 a.m. by a noise under my bed. Thinking it was a rat, I grabbed my phone's flashlight, and found my roommate staring back at me with wide, terrified eyes. His voice shook. Sorry, he crawled out and confessed that he'd been sleeping under my bed several nights a week, for months, trying to stay close to me. I ran out and ended up at a 24-hour cafe in my pajamas, heart pounding, unsure how someone could do that and still expect normal life the next day. The shadow in the cabin. I was hiking solo just past dusk, deep in the densely wooded slopes outside Asheville. The trail markers were starting to disappear, and the silence pressed in around me. The only sound, crunching leaves behind me. I slowed, heart racing, but when I turned, I saw nothing, just trees swaying. I dismissed it and kept going. But the crunching continued, always just out of sight. Eventually, I reached a tiny cabin, the only shelter around. I stepped inside, hands trembling. The door swung shut behind me by itself. When I turned, there was a shape in the window, tall, still, watching. I couldn't tell if it was human or not. I stumbled out, run jogging until the forest thinned and lights appeared ahead. Even now, I can't bring myself to hike those woods again. The cold voice on the phone. I was working late filing reports at home when my landline rang, something I rarely use anymore. An old woman's voice crackled through. I've been watching you. Startled, I asked who it was. There was only static in response. I dialed back but got no answer. My heart pounded so loud I thought I'd hear it. That night, as I lay in bed, my phone buzzed again. A message. Don't turn around. I froze. When I eventually mustered the courage to look, there was no one there. But ever since, every call from an unknown number feels like someone on the other end is still listening.